It's that time of the week. 3, 2, 1, let's go. The date is the 31st of December, 2025. I'm hidden in a closet in my room, somewhere in the USA. What a terrible, terrible year I'm lucky to survive. Let me take you back to the 1st of January, 2025. Elon Musk built a robo-dinosaur the size of a 30-foot building. It's unclear why he did this. He filled it with artificial intelligence. This robo-dino was the smartest thing that humans had made, and it was truly impressive. They limited the location it could roam to a few fields in Boston. It was a wonder of the world that could move and walk. February the 1st, 2025. The colossal robo-dino was open to the public. George Clooney was there at the opening ceremony. It was seen by thousands of visitors, a true feat of engineering. The world, as well as myself, were absolutely captivated. March the 1st, 2025. It starts digging holes in the ground and running around in circles. It has gained sentience and is now aware of its own existence. It seems to be aware of the existence of those around it too. April the 1st, 2025. The US government is put under pressure to shut down the Dino Robo. Donald Trump demands that the operation is ceased immediately. They try to turn off the Dino Robot, but it is too intelligent now. The order is overridden by the prehistoric monstrosity. The Dino Robot eats all the humans in its radius. 3,000 lives were lost that day, but it would only be the start. May the 1st, 2025. The government responds to the dino antics by launching an EMP as well as attack helicopters. Regular citizens would fire weapons at the robo-dino with no effect. At this point, the robo-dino overrode the geolock and left Boston behind. June the 1st, 2025. The robo-dino roams the American countryside. It can be seen at Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon, and Hollywood. All US citizens are told to download a robo-dino tracker that monitors the dino location at all times. If the robo-dino came too close, we had to evacuate. July 1st, 2025. Trump orders the nuclear destruction of the robo-dino. After much debate in Congress and online, the red button was pushed. A nuclear missile hit the target, and a huge crater was formed. But then, out of the ashes, the robo-dino rose again, angry and more furious than ever before. The robo-dino ran straight to Washington, D.C. and ate the president. After munching on Donald Trump, it demolished all of Congress and ate them too. The US had no government and was now under martial law. Over the next 4 months, the robo-dino attacked all major US cities, wiping out half of the total population of the United States. Miami, New York, Boston, Los Angeles, all turned to ashes, and over 200 million people dying in the carnage. It was a massacre unlike anything seen before. It was clear that the robo-dino had seen the atrocities of humankind and wanted to remove them from existence. Every day, each person lived in a constant state of unease and anxiety. Many people starved to death, but others hunted rats in the sewers for food, like me. November 1st rolls around. The governments of the world have been secretly discussing a solution to this problem for a while now. Now was the time for action. They launched 4 rockets into space. The rope attached to them was many kilometers in length. They caught the first meteorite which they found. Wrapping the rope around the meteorite, they pushed it back into the Earth's atmosphere. On the 1st of December, it fell millions of miles per hour, hit the dino, and buried it into the ground. The whole planet celebrated, and I was beyond elated. This nightmare we had been living was finally over. We could start rebuilding this great country. It was a horrible year, but with the American spirit and great help from our neighbors, we overcame and we survived. So you may wonder, if everything's safe, why am I in a closet? It's because I'm gay. One of the greatest living filmmakers is documentarian Frederick Wiseman. Since 1967, he has created 45 documentaries, mostly about American institutions. From hospital, about a hospital, to high school, about a high school, to Central Park, about Central Park. Wow. His filmmaking style is seen as observational or cinema verite, which he vehemently denies. Titicut Follies was his breakthrough hit in 1967, which showed an unfiltered and raw look at an insane asylum. Personally, I view Welfare and Juvenile Court as truly entrancing cinema. There's a scene in Welfare where a man is talking to God and the camera zooms out to show a woman next to him giving him a bombastic side eye. It's true cinema. They feel like the most accurate snapshots of the past. A photo can tell you what it looks like, but a Frederick Wiseman documentary can make you experience and feel the past. And then you have Near Death, which is a 6-hour look at a hospital which pulls the plug on its patients. That may be too accurate of a snapshot because I consider it the most depressing film ever made, but a masterpiece nonetheless. Back in 2014, Frederick Wiseman released a 3-hour documentary about the National Gallery. It was called National Gallery. It was one of his few documentaries which was made outside of the United States of America. When I was 20 years old, I used the money which my grandmother left me in her will to go to the Toronto International Film Festival. This was back in 2014. National Gallery was one of the films which I saw at the film festival, and Frederick Wiseman was there giving a question and answer session after the film. I admire his filmmaking so much, so I did stand up and ask a question. The question was as follows: how do you make your films look so good when you can't bring lights into the museum for fear that the paintings will start to melt? Everyone, including him, was like, wow, that's a fantastic question. He responded by saying that he used a fancy camera called the Red One. That question was a seminal moment in my film nerd career. That's when I became a true man. Life has been downhill from there. Gregg Wallace is a snake and a whore, and I have the receipts. To be honest, I don't like talking about allegations. It's just really not fun. But when I saw this title by Watch Mojo, I had to know more. Why is Gregg Wallace a wanker? I've never watched MasterChef.
Left to my own devices, I'd probably munch the living daylights out of you little tart.
And I've never watched Inside the Factory.
24 hours, this factory will produce a staggering 336,000 croissants.
Turns out, 13 female members of staff have made allegations against him because of his inappropriate conduct. This ranges from sexual remarks to full-on touching. Wallace's response was to disregard them because they are a
handful of middle-class women of a certain age.
This, of course, was a bad idea, tripled the mob, and made everyone furious. But the damage is done, and now everyone thinks he is James Corden 2.0. I think a lot of people are feeling betrayed and stabbed in the back. Old ladies crying in the night. First Philip Schofield. Oh, I love that lad. And then Hugh Edwards. He was a top lad. He read the news, he did. Now it's my favourite. Old Greg. Oh, woe is me. Personally, I think it's a travesty. Well, I mean, actually, I don't really care. I'll be honest. It's a non-issue. There's always going to be weird middle-aged guys making inappropriate comments in every profession. Exposing these co-workers is fine if you want to. But the morality of Gregg Wallace is about as important as how burnt my toast was 3 weeks ago on a Thursday. It's about as important as Kim Kardashian losing her earring.
My earring's gone! My diamond earring came off in the ocean, and there's people that are dying.
But you know, give him 6 months and he'll probably be on an island like Philip Schofield.
Which is never a good sign.
The moral of the story is, I don't know. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you ring that notification bell because otherwise you won't know I upload things. So please subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
入り中の交差点にねランチャという店があるのさカウンターだけどねそんなに大きくはないけど